4 awesome pieces of advice I'd give to Will Smith. I know he'd never come to me for advice because he doesn't know me, but I'm giving it anyway. Here we go. Number 1, get psychological help. I know lots of people have different opinions about why he did what he did, but I still say that it was a psychological break and he needs psychological help. Instead of allowing his Hollywood friends to advise him and try to do damage control and try to get him back into movies and such, he needs to first get help, psychological help. I remember when Whitney Houston left Bobby Brown. She was in a toxic relationship with Bobby Brown. She was a drug addict. And when she left Bobby Brown, one of the things that I remember is that as soon as she left Bobby Brown, Clive Davis, the music executive, swooped in to try to get her back into music right away. When what she really needed was to be in rehab for her drug addiction and alcohol addiction, and she needed to just stay out of the public eye for a long time to get some rest. And so we saw what ended up happening with Whitney. She did not get the help she needed. She continued to battle drug addiction until she died. And so I feel like for Will Smith, he really needs to break away, get psychological help so that something like this doesn't happen again. Number 2, stay out of the media for a long while, including taking a break from any movie making. He should tell those movie companies, I need help, I'm going to get help, and if you care about me, you'll be there when I'm ready. Number 3, turn to Jesus Christ. Not the universe, not talking about the universe, but I'm talking about turning to the Christ. I'm reminded of Colossians 2:10 that tells us that it is really only through Christ where we can be made truly whole, and that he, Christ, is the authority over all things. And number 4, I would suggest he find a male friend who has a relationship with Christ. Devon Franklin comes to mind because I know he knows him. So yeah, find another male friend who knows the Lord, someone who's not religious, but someone who can really help you right now where you're at and how to turn to God. I know that Will grew up with a grandmother who was a Christian, but he really needs to know how to have a relationship with God and how to walk with God. And honestly, it is when we are at our lowest point is when we tend to turn to Christ, right? I don't know too many people, actually, I don't know anyone who has formed their relationship with Christ when they were at their happiest in life, right? It is usually when we are at our lowest point in life that we recognize our need for God. You know I've heard lots of people saying, oh, he needs to leave his wife. I have no marriage advice. And those would be my first 4 pieces of advice for Will Smith. What would be your advice? See you next time.